Now, here's the one you can use if you use no other frame, and that's the side-by-side frame. So this is an optical illusion. A and B are literally the same length of line. But if you showed this to somebody out of context of a training today and just said, hey, which one's longer? Everybody's going to think B's longer, even though I could visually show you. They are literally the same length. But because of what surrounds them or what they're positioned next to, your eyes will literally believe something that is completely not true whatsoever. This is an optical illusion. And so this is one way that people have trouble with side-by-side comparisons with price. So here's the story that I always tell. Say you're getting ready to buy a new pair of sneakers. They're $100 for a pair of sneakers, and the sales clerk tells you, right as you're getting ready to buy them, he says, listen, sir, I can't do this to you. You say, what's wrong? He says, just down the street, just a brisk walk a couple minutes away, you can buy these same shoes from a competitor for $50. In good conscience, I can't charge you double the price today. And you say, thank you. And you go down the street and you say, I just saved 50%. Right? So the people that are willing to do that, those people that are willing to go down the street to save 50%, you ask them the same question. You say, hey, listen, you're shopping for a new, is this a Ferrari or a Lamborghini? I can't remember. I'm not a good car guy, right? Whatever this is. I think this is a Ferrari, right? And at checkout, you're in Beverly Hills shopping for a new Ferrari, and it's $325,000 for this beautiful automobile. And then the sales clerk pulls you and says, sir, I can't do this to you. Just down the street, a brisk walk, not that far away from here, just a couple minutes, you can get the same automobile from a competitor for $324,950. I just, in good conscience, I couldn't sell this to you for $325,000. And you say, dude, I'm not going to waste my time going down the street. Because that's like what? That's point something % savings, right? But the punchline here is it's the same exact $50. But by and large, most people will go down the street to save $50 for a pair of sneakers, but they would not go down the street to save $50 on a car purchase because it's relative pricing. We don't know the value of things in their own in a vacuum. Our brain can't understand those. We only know the value of things in relation to other things. And so it's kind of silly how so rarely we control the narrative or control the frame by not comparing things to other things or comparing our stuff to our own other stuff. And so we dominated the market many years ago, once upon a time, selling the software called WP Fan Pro. And this is why I love selling software. Software still to this day is my very favorite thing to sell. And I like it even more because nobody knows how to sell software. If you have a credible software that's already has some market share, hit up support and we'll see if we can help you out. Because I will tell you, I've helped so many people build 8-figure software companies, even a couple 9 figures, because of what we've understand about the leverage that you can do with controlling the frame with software. And so, for example, I'll give you a freebie today. Never sell unlimited access because the brain can't do math on unlimited access. If I said you could build unlimited pages with FanPro for $99, what's unlimited divided by 99? The answer is nothing. But if I say you can build 25 fan pages for $99, then you can do the math on that and you could say, hey, that's like $4 a page, right? So here's how we would sell this. We would say we have 3 ways that you can get started with FanPro. We have the light package, the standard package, and the pro package. The light package is for those that are just kind of doing this as a hobby. The standard is for those that have more than one type of thing that they need to get built out there. And the pro is those who want to do this for other companies and other businesses like an agency. And then we would show the math. If you take the light package, you're paying $15.67 per page. If you take the standard package, you're paying $7.70 per page. And if you take the pro package, you're paying just $3.88 per page. And then on a webinar, we would make a special only webinar offer. We say, if you sign up before the end of this webinar, we're not going to give you 25 pages on the pro package. We're going to give you 100 pages. And people were like, oh my God, that's less than $1 a page. So it went from $15 a page to less than $1 a page, even though they are now spending $97 with us as opposed to $47. So that was a side-by-side comparison, 2 levels deep. We had the normal side-by-sides, and then we had the normal pro package side versus the webinar special pro package size. And we were closing the lights out. The average person that was selling this type of software, they were selling it for $10. And we were able to sell it for $97. And we had better customers, higher quality customers, because other people couldn't support the software. They couldn't add the things and the features to it that we could add. They couldn't market it like we could market it and then spend more time on support because they were making $1 a customer. We're making $80 a customer. So we were able to engineer a far superior software only because we had the high price. That's how we won that market. We dominated that market share. And then we did it again because it's a formula at this point in time, right? So this is way before the days of responsive web. You know, you kids have it lucky these days. Back in my day, if you wanted to have a mobile responsive website, you had to build a separate thing just for mobile. So olivegarden.com, if you were on a phone, would redirect to m.olivegarden.com and have a specific site built just for mobile traffic. Thank God we don't have to do that anymore. But there was this period of time for a couple of years where in a vacuum, no company was doing it, and the few local companies that did it were crushing, and Google loved them. So we built the leading industry software, self-hosted, that would do this. And so what we did is this. We would show them the 9 different themes that they could get their hands on, and each theme you could sign up for $77 for and use only for the sites of businesses you controlled. Or if you wanted to get the whole suite, all 9 themes, and be able to develop these for other businesses, it was just $399.95. And then on a webinar, we would say if you signed up before the end of this webinar, you can get all 9 of them for just $299, and you also get these additional bonuses. And that was super duper powerful. And what the average developer would do, which really screws the customer, honestly, is they would build one theme that was like a Swiss Army knife. And you could iterate it 150 different ways. There's 2 problems with that approach. The first problem is it's just one theme. It's not 9. So you can't get the value to match the price that you're asking for it. You have to sell it cheap. And then you don't have enough margin to enhance the product even further and to do the things like just the support and the updates and so on and so forth, right? But the other thing that sucks about that is it actually is harder for the user to use. We built 9 specific use case themes. We identified the 9 most common things that were, so it's 80% done for you out of the box instead of 0% done for you because you start with this blank slate and try to tweak things and build things and tweak things and build things. So it's literally a way better benefit to the client, and it allows us to charge a price that we should be able to charge that nobody else can figure out how to charge, which then further perpetuates the value add for the audience. And so we were able to sell something that other people were selling for $50 for $300. Not only were we able to make more money per sell, we were actually out converting them because we had a better offer, even though we had a 6 times higher price than what the standard market can bear, all because we understood side by side. Now notice I'm not comparing myself to other sellers. That's a stupid idea. You want to do side by side comparisons of yourself to yourself. And I'm not going to tell you why. It should be obvious, but that'll be a different trading maybe one day. And Amazon gets this. It doesn't even have to be real. I mean, it should be, by the way. And Amazon went through some lawsuits to kind of fix this. But list price, price you save. Statistically proven to bump conversion simply by comparing it to itself, even if it's just a few dollars or even a few pennies. So we work with the Gender Intelligence Group. We created their webinar for them, and Barbara Annis, who runs the company, she is the #1 gender intelligence expert in the whole wide world. It's a pleasure working with her. And one of the things that I did, because she's dealing with Fortune 1000 and Fortune 500 companies, getting them to be more gender intelligent within their organization, not because of some political thing, but because it actually makes them more money. And so one of the frames that we developed for her to help her achieve that is we said, here's what gender intelligent companies look like, and here's what gender unintelligent companies look like. And if you're watching this and you're in a big company, do you want to be in the gender unintelligent or do you want to be in the gender intelligent company, right? So we would show one after another example of this. We'd say gender unintelligent companies believe that women are leaving because of work-life issues. And so they say, we can't keep high talented, high caliber women. That's the reason why we don't have them move past the glass ceiling into the upper ranks of management, because they always leave because of work-life issues. But gender intelligent companies, they understand that women often use the work-life excuse as a smokescreen, masking deeper systemic problems within the organization, because these same very high talented women leave your company citing work life, and then they go to your competitor in a couple weeks who has a more inclusive culture. And as a result, you lose twice. And then we would show all these things, which are essentially, gender unintelligent was like the normal way of doing business. And gender intelligent was the way, based on the research that Barbara had discovered, makes a company more effective. And this is one of the best ways that we could show that. We compared it, gender unintelligent versus gender intelligent. I tried to convince her to say gender stupid versus gender intelligence, but that's a little too harsh for her. Sometimes this has got to be calibrated to personality.